I'm Ben Stacy. I'm part of a paranormal investigation team called Proof. So yeah, that's what we do. We investigate ghosts.
In 2005, during my work, I started to experience spirits moving around.
My name is Eric McMillan. I was head of the first of the Ontario Skeptics, which became the Skeptics Canada up until about the year 2010, and no longer the head of the organization. I still keep my hand in though.
I got the channelings through that I was meant to work with the spirits and to help people letting go of their past and helping spirits to clear their energies in order to be able to ascend to the light.
The problem with some people is they really want to believe there's a ghost in their house. So if you show up at the house and you see they have all the DVDs of all the paranormal shows, they've got all the paranormal books, you start thinking, they don't want us to debunk any of this.
It's fun. It's fun to imagine that you could travel around without your physical body, that you could be some kind of spirit flying around somewhere. And it's fun to imagine that you could see people that are dead, people that have passed from this life and to another realm, and you could visit that realm, or they could visit from that realm to this realm. It's just kind of fun. Also because we have we have a lot of religious biases in our culture. I speak about things like spirits and that sort of thing. I imagine a culture without any kind of religion that doesn't have any idea of spirits probably wouldn't believe in ghosts either. They sort of go hand in hand.
Definitely there's some people that want to believe in ghosts. Maybe it's comforting. They want to believe there's something after you die. I don't know. The fear does play a big role in it too, I think, because when you're in a dark, creepy place, every sound is going to freak you out. And if you have a good imagination, like I do, it's easy to jump to the conclusion that it's something scary, something paranormal.
The family had to sleep in their pool house because the children were so scared of the ghost sighting they had in their home. So all of the family couldn't sleep in their home, they had to sleep in the pool house. And after my clearing, the little girl came to me and said, "Thank you, Marta, you saved us from these ghosts."
I think they range from misguided to fraudulent. None of the work that any of these so-called ghost people do is legitimate in any way whatsoever.
We were investigating the old Lindsay jail, which is now a museum, and it's supposed to be haunted. We've been there actually a few times. It's a really cool place. And on one of the investigations, we were walking, I think from the second floor towards the staircase, which goes down to the first floor. And both myself and one of the other guys in our group saw the shadow move down across the stairs. And, first of all, Rob, who was with me, he was thrilled that I finally saw something. But I'm still convinced that it may have been something outside the window, because there was a window there. Even though it was dark, I'm thinking maybe a pigeon or something flew by the window and created a shadow. He's totally convinced it was something else.
A lot of times these earthbound spirits are energetic field or souls that haven't been able to realize that they are passed on. People who have committed suicide, or people who have tragic death, or they were not ready to die yet. They have this huge pain in their hearts, and they are not able to leave peacefully from earth. And so that's why we call them earthbound spirits. They are stuck in between earth and heaven.
Almost every single thing that we use to investigate ghosts or the paranormal was not actually designed specifically for that. It's
Okay.
usually designed for some other purpose, and then it's used for towards that. So, for instance, what I've got here, if you can see the lights coming on, this is called a K2 meter. It measures electromagnetic fields. Typically, what we'll do with these is go into a place, we'll do a sweep of the place to see what, whether it's electrical wiring or whatever is giving off electromagnetic fields, so that we know if we're in a room that's like the wires are bad and it's everywhere, we're not going to use this when we're investigating. If you're in a place, however, that there is no electricity, then this is a little bit more interesting. We had that happen when we were at that place, the abandoned mental hospital. We're in the kitchen building and some of the other buildings too, and there's no electricity in this place at all. All the wiring's ripped out, there's nothing.
Yeah.
And we were getting this thing peaking all the way to red. Even at one point we were getting it going to red, and the audio on my video camera was getting static in sync with those going to red. I'm wondering if maybe we're in line of a cell tower or something like that,
Okay.
and maybe we were just picking up, radiation from that. I don't know, but it was cool. And it's pretty scary when things are going crazy, and yeah.
If someone just said, I saw a ghost once, and that's the end of it, well, all you have is their word for it. There's nothing that can be investigated. But they say, yeah, there's a ghost in this building. It appears every night at 10 o'clock. And you can go to that building at 10 o'clock and see what you can see. As well as all the other exams you do, what goes on behind the scenes, the theory, the testimonies of people, and weigh them as well. But you can actually go to the scene and actually do something, which is always kind of fun.
I either see whether it's a man or a woman, I see their pain, what they have gone through, and they usually want to communicate with me before I get there, so they give me an idea of what is happening in the home.
The people that believe in this kind of stuff, they believe 100%. They're not looking at it skeptically. And when they go there, these companies that you're talking about that go there and do this, they're going there to find it, and that's all there is to it. Right? They're never going to come back and say, no, there's nothing there. Right? They're going to find something no matter what, because they believe 100%.
There's a lot of different ideas of what the paranormal is and what can cause it, what can be affected by it. The problem is there's no actual hard science behind any of it. So a lot of it could really be just, oh, I think it could be this, or I think it could be that.
Our organization is investigative in that we investigate claims of the paranormal. The paranormal being ESP, UFO, ghosts, homeopathic medicine, all those kind of claims that are made that are outside the realm of science, and we investigate them to find out how accurate, how valid they are, and to debunk the claims that are actually invalid.
You see these people being relieved of the pain and then sending you a beautiful message after, thanking you for their service. It's very real, so I don't question it ever, whether it's real or not.
Your mind, I think, is super powerful, so I think that's where a lot of the stuff comes from.